Introducing the Ridgevent, the perfect solution for proper attic ventilation. The Ridgevent is the lowest profile, fastest installing, self-contained Ridgevent in the industry and comes with improvements that makes installation easier and more cost-effective.
Well, today ventilation is very important in a house because of how tight they are. You need to get ventilation. The main point of ventilating the house would be at the top. Well, when you don't have proper ventilation, the wood on the inside gets moisture on it and it causes a buckle. The roof buckles, the shingles rip, and plus it's a hazard to people's health. So, mold problem.
Proper attic ventilation is the key to protecting your home from destructive forces that can dramatically shorten the life of your roof and increase your heating and cooling bills. The sun's heat on a 90-degree day can heat your roof to 170 degrees Fahrenheit. In a poorly ventilated attic, temperatures can exceed 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Attic heat prematurely deteriorates shingles, insulation, and siding. Attic heat also radiates down into the rooms below, driving up air cooling costs. Conversely, in winter, warm air from inside the house condenses on the cooler roof sheathing and rafters in the attic, rotting wood elements and soaking insulation, reducing its effectiveness and raising heating costs. And this moisture can find its way down into your walls, causing mold and mildew problems. Furthermore, ice dams can form on the outside of the roof, causing shingle buckling and gutter damage. Other roof venting systems have inherent problems. Many are prone to leakage. Some become noisy and corroded from exposure to the weather. Others are costly to install and operate. Most importantly, they don't provide a continuous airflow across the entire roof surface. The Ridgevent works in conjunction with soffit vents, allowing air to travel through the attic along the underside of your entire roof. Air travels across your roof, causing negative pressure, essentially a vacuum, that draws stale, moist air out of the attic through the Ridgevent. At the same time, fresh air is drawn into the attic through the soffits, refreshing the attic air and equalizing pressure and temperature inside the attic with outside conditions. This ventilation flow was proven by filling an attic with smoke to make the path of the airflow visible. A light breeze of under 5 miles per hour was blowing against the house and across the roof. As this test clearly demonstrates, smoke is drawn out of the attic along with the trapped stale and moist air by the natural ventilation process described. This means that heat is drawn up and out in the summer, keeping your attic and roof cooler, and moisture-laden air is vented in the winter, keeping your roof and attic colder and dry. Of all the ventilation possibilities available, the Ridgevent provides the best solution in economy, appearance, performance, and ease of installation. The Ridgevent is a non-woven polyester matting that acts as a proven barrier to rain, snow, and insects, while permitting continuous uniform airflow from the soffits through the Ridgevent. It has great tensile strength, making it resistant to tearing. It is cold and crack resistant. It does not burn. It meets or exceeds all local and federal building codes when installed with the proper soffit vents, including the FHA and the Department of Urban Development. Also, it's an environmentally friendly product, as 90% of the Ridgevent is made from recycled material. In short, The Ridgevent is durable and proven to work, providing the homeowner with lower energy bills and ensuring the health of their roof and shingles. And the new improved features of the Ridgevent and its low cost make the Ridgevent the best choice for contractors as well. Many rollout systems don't easily lay flush on the roof and need to be bent to conform to the ridge slope. Additionally, they may need to be nailed to stay in place so that the shingles can be put on. The newly formulated Ridgevent is designed to easily adapt to the slope of the roof and needs no nailing. First, a channel has been put on the top center of the vent to allow for ease of folding to fit any roof pitch, from 212 to 2012. No awkward bending is necessary. This channel also acts as a sight line, aiding in the straight installation of the material along the ridge line. Secondly, glue strips were added to the underside of the vent to secure the vent to the field shingles. This prevents it from blowing off the roof on a windy day, and it removes the extra step of having to nail the Ridgevent in place before nailing on the ridge cap. And last, the Ridgevent has been formulated with added stiffness to help eliminate dimpling when nailing on the ridge cap. Nothing is faster or easier to install. And the low cost helps the contractor stay competitive in today's market. Now, what about that ease of installation? The Ridgevent installs completely without extra parts or special tools. You begin by cutting a 2-inch slot along the ridge roofline, 1 inch on each side. Of course, you should be sure to cut through only the sheathing. In houses with a ridge board, you would cut a 3.5-inch slot, 1 3/4 inches on each side of the ridge line. At each end of the ridge, leave a 6 to 12-inch area of uncut sheathing. Leave 6 to 12 inches of uncut sheathing around chimneys as well. Next, at the start of the roll, remove approximately 12 inches of the release paper from the bottom side of the material, uncovering the adhesive. Starting at one gable end, press this end into place on the ridge, adhesive side down. Then unroll the full length of the Ridgevent along the ridge line. Again, peel back the release paper on this end and firmly press the material into place. Then remove the release paper, exposing the adhesive sticky side down onto the shingles. Firmly press the material against the roof surface as you continue to remove the release paper. Be sure to roll out the Ridgevent over the entire length of the ridge, including the uncut ends of the roof. Virtually every piece can be used by simply caulking and butting the pieces together. Finally, you install ridge caps directly over the Ridgevent according to the shingle manufacturer's instructions. If using a nail gun, adjust the air pressure so that the nails are not driven home. Leave a nominal 3/4 inch space between the ridge cap and the roof shingle. That's all there is to it. On this roof, the entire Ridgevent installation was completed in under an hour. Compare the features and benefits and you'll see why the Ridgevent is the preferred Ridgevent system. And lastly, the Ridgevent, properly installed, comes with a lifetime limited warranty. Get the Ridgevent and save time and money.